Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about a little bit of a depressing subject. It's kind of really personal, and I don't know why I'm doing this as my first video, but I am, so here it goes. I'm going to be talking about why I don't do regular school anymore and why I do online school now. Basically, it's kind of depressing, and if you kind of get triggered by these subjects, suicide, thoughts, attempts, verbal abuse, then you should definitely click off this video now. Yeah, so let's start. So it all kind of started when I started high school. I'm a freshman, and I started high school about 2 months ago, or 3 months ago, something like that. And immediately it was really hard for me, and I did not like it as much as my friends did. So I already just really didn't want to be there. It got to the point where I could not sleep at night thinking about the fact I was going to school the next day, having to see people, having to interact with people that I knew didn't like me, or maybe I thought they didn't like me, but I always just assumed that I was hated rather than getting to know someone and being friends with them. I thought they hated me. So that kind of really stressed me out, and I couldn't sleep at night. And when I would wake up in the morning, I would just be so anxious to go to school. I was so scared to go to school, and I wasn't even being bullied, but I was so scared to go to school. And the stress load of the work, that really got to me, and I really wanted good grades really bad, and I couldn't do it. I was getting C's, and my dad didn't like that, so he would talk to me about my grades and stuff like that, and I would get sad because I felt like I was a failure to him. So yeah, that would make me really sad. I thought I was the biggest failure to him ever, and that made me even more sad. So by this time, my stress level was high, my depression levels were high, everything was at the top where I couldn't take it anymore. And I don't really have a lot of people to talk to, or I thought, and I have trouble expressing my feelings. So I kind of tried to talk to my best friend about it, but we ended up getting in a fight, which was completely my fault, and I take full responsibility for it because I know that it was my fault. But I couldn't take it anymore. I could not take the fact that I didn't have anyone, because she was the only person I had. So I was done. I was gonna commit suicide. So I kind of just texted her that I loved her, and I went and sat in front of my door with a bottle of pills in my hand, and I was gonna take them, but I put them all back in the bottle and I closed it and put it away. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. I really don't, but I couldn't do it. So I texted her and I was like, I couldn't do it. But then I started telling myself, you need to do it. You need to do it. Take the pills. Like, you need to end your life. So I got them out again, and I texted her to tell all these people that I love them, and she knew that it was serious, so she ran to my house before I could do anything. But if she hadn't ran to my house, I definitely would have killed myself. Now, after that, I tried to talk to my mom about it, and it did not seem like she cared whatsoever about how I was feeling. And she just basically was just telling me, you have no reason to be depressed. Why are you depressed? I don't know why I'm depressed. I just am. And it kept getting worse from there. Every waking moment of my life, I just wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to die, and I wanted to leave this world. So a few days later, I really, really wanted to end my life. So I talked to my mom, and she thought it was best to get help. After I talked to a friend about it, I decided it was best to get help too. That night, she took me to a mental hospital. I spent 5 days in that mental hospital. It was really hard to be there, like really hard. I was going crazy in there. I wanted to get out. It was so incredibly hard to just sit there and learn about these coping skills that I knew wouldn't help me. And I didn't have any friends really there. Like, I had people that I hung out with, but I didn't know whether they actually liked me or not. So I didn't know whether they liked me or not, and that part kind of freaked me out. So being there was hard, and being without my parents for so long really took a toll on me. And I still wanted to die, but I got medicine and stuff, and that kind of helped me, I think. And then when I got out, I felt so happy to see my friends. I felt so happy. When I saw a few of my friends in specific, I almost started crying. When I was in the mental hospital, my best friend called me, and I started crying because I missed her so much. I made a bracelet with her name on it when I was there because I missed her so much. Like, my life, she's probably one of the most important people to this day that I have in my life. And if I lost her, I don't know if I could make it. And I know that sounds so stupid, but she is one of the most important people that I have in my life. And I love her so much. Although we get in fights all the time, I don't think I could make it without her. Anyways, so after the mental hospital incident, I continued to take my depression medication and my anxiety medication, and it felt pretty good. I felt like I was improving. I felt like life was going good for once, and I felt like I didn't want to die. But then I got a boyfriend, and it was going really, really well, and I really liked him. But the only thing is, I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend. My mom knew I had a boyfriend, but my dad didn't. So I had to keep it secret. So basically, I did something really stupid, really, really stupid. And I still, to this day, feel so much guilt, and I feel so guilty for doing it. And I don't even know how I can live with myself. It's really hard for me to talk about it because I feel like such a horrible person for doing it, and I don't want to say what I did, but it was so incredibly hard for me to deal with what I did, and it still is. And then my boyfriend broke up with me, and I was sad, but I didn't want to kill myself. And then my best friend got so mad at me, and my sadness was building up, and I kind of did want to kill myself. Then another one of my best friends that I don't think I could live without, she told me she didn't want to be friends anymore. And that really set me off, and I really just, I wanted to end it. I wanted my life to be over. It was, without her, without my other friend, it was over. I had nothing. So I took a knife out and I started to cut my wrists. And I tried to slit my wrists and kill myself, but it didn't work. So I just cut and cut and cut, and it just happened. I don't know. I just kept doing it, and I just wanted to die. And then my best friend and the other girl that is one of my best friends, they ran to my house, and I just broke down, and I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't comprehend what had just happened, and I was shaking. I was having a panic attack. I almost killed myself. I really wanted to. And then I woke my mom up and I showed her, and it didn't really seem like she cared at all to me. She called my dad and she told him what had happened about my boyfriend and everything. So my dad, he was really disappointed in me, and he didn't trust me anymore. And that leads us up to this point. And now they're taking me out of school and putting me in online school, which I'm kind of okay with. But yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it, but I'm kind of okay with it. And I'm still depressed, and I kind of still want to die. But I know that if I have my friends and I have people that can comfort me, I'll be okay, and I'll make it through. And I don't have to worry about being made fun of, or I don't have to worry about people hating me. I don't have to worry about that. And I know for doing YouTube, a bunch of people are gonna laugh at me and think I'm stupid, but I don't care because I like to do it, and that's what matters. But that's basically what's going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of a hard one for me to film, but I really hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want, like the video if you want, and leave a comment and tell me if you can relate to anything. Bye.